Take two.
Take two. Okay. Hey kids, Straight Talking Fedorcha coming at ya. And welcome to STFC's Kitchen Mishaps. And once again with my friend Steve here.
Hello.
We don't know who's the guest. I'm a guest in his home, in his kitchen. But he's a guest on the show.
It's a symmetry thing.
Yeah, it is.
Go figure.
It balances out.
Yeah.
And today we're here to review a local restaurant here in Barrie, Ontario, called the Boon Burger. It's a vegan comfort food restaurant. They specialize in vegan burgers. And yes, they have Beyond Burgers from Beyond Meat.
They're down on Dunlop Street East. I can't give you the exact number, but they're down in the main strip of restaurants along Dunlop, which is the downtown core in Barrie. They've been there maybe 2 years.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah. And a lot of restaurants do flip over down there because the rent is very high. It's a very touristy area. In the summer, it's the boon. But, I mean, if you survive there, you will do okay. And they seem to have captured quite a bit of the younger market who are into wanting to try, for lack of an alternative fare. They have burgers, fries, hot dogs. I
think they have pizzas.
Pizzas, yeah. But all vegan based.
Oh yes, absolutely. And so it covers, and they also have soft serve, a vegan soft serve ice cream, something we don't have in Montreal as of yet.
We are civilized. You are not.
Yeah, I live
Oh yeah, that's.
I come from the big cosmopolitan city. We're supposed to be the fashion capital and the food capital of Canada, but go figure, we can't get vegan soft serve in Montreal. So.
Well, hey, who knew, eh? It's one of those things. Can you tell me how often that is? It's how new of a food is it? I don't know.
I couldn't tell you that
all
either.
New to me. But the thing is, it was good. The person who served us was very personable, very nice. I'd say as a meatitarian, just coming in, I was not hesitant to try it as something I could find there. But when she said they had the Beyond Burger protein patty, or what you want to call it, was I said, okay, I'll try it. I've had it before, and I was pretty much expecting it tastes like meat, and guess what? It tastes exactly like a burger. And the toppings were very generous. It was very well cooked.
You had the Beyond Burger before at A&W, I gather, right? Yeah. Pretty much the only game that had it for a long time.
Yeah, again, it was like fast food. It was fuel, but it was okay. And but here, the only thing I had a complaint was the fries weren't well done. They had you could tell that the fries had been put into too cold of a deep fry vat, so you could see it crisp on some area and raw in the middle of another fries on the vast majority of the fries, or the fries were wet.
Yeah, soggy.
Soggy.
They were like these little thin shoestrings.
They're hand cut. You can tell they're handmade, but they're not. There's a problem with it. It needed to be really cooked, or it needed to be twice cooked. It needed to be blanched and properly disseminated as much water out of the content out of the potato, and then it to cook evenly. And I mean, this is back. It's not a vegan thing. It's just a cooking thing. Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, we can find that at, anywhere.
Any restaurant.
Yeah.
But just like this is in a sense only fair part of the review I can say, and it's also a restaurant review. It's not only just the food; it's the service.
Absolutely. And. I mean, the server seemed to take it in stride when we did tell her the truth about the fries, because I wasn't wild about them either for the same reason Steve here was not. Yes, it's soggy and limp and in appearance, undercooked. I mean, for me, a perfect French fry is something like crispy and golden on the outside, but it's sort of softer on the inside.
Tender and juicy on the inside.
Yeah, tender and juicy.
We've heard that before. Meat. No.
KFC. KFC.
Sorry, I was having a 70s commercial flashback.
So yeah, I had the same complaint about the fries that Steve here had, but my burger, I had what was called the backyard barbecue, and it had came with barbecue sauce. It was pretty loaded. And the vegan cheese they use, kids, Via Life. You're in for a treat. Violife.
Tell them about that Violife there, TK.
It's a vegan cheese that is widely available in the United States, but not here in Canada. So I was surprised. I usually ask what kind of cheese they use. Most restaurants tend to use the Daya, which I don't really like. But nowadays, just to interject here, I had learned that Daya has a separate version of their cheese for restaurants and a separate version they sell in supermarkets to people.
That could be. I mean,
Yeah.
that's to me. That's a big quality issue. Or that production costs. To say one is gendering another versus to me it should be making the same.
Yeah, exactly. But Boon Burger uses Violife, so you're in for a treat. The Violife is very good.
What
So
made it good?
it tasted and had a feel more cheesy, more of a slice of cheese than the others do that I've seen to date.
The flavor.
Yeah, exactly. Like I find a lot of the vegan cheeses, particularly the slices, they're either like Daya, the supermarket, the kind they sell in the supermarkets, is waxy in taste and texture, kind of waxy.
Okay.
Petroleum-y. I don't know if that's a word.
Not to say that you should be eating a lot of petroleum to have a taste comparison, but okay, I know what you're talking
Yes.
about. But the thing is, what taste texture did it have? Did it like Gouda or like something?
Cheddar.
Cheddar.
Like
Okay.
an orange mild cheddar. Typical what you would find in cheeseburgers and fast food restaurants.
Yeah, so we have a point of reference we all have in common. Even most people have had cheese at some time, or cheddar is the most popular cheese in the world. So
Yeah,
it's cool.
absolutely. I had lemonade, and I had their homemade lemonade. I think you had something else to
I
drink.
had like a pop drink. I think it was a ginger ale.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A proper ginger ale. It wasn't bad. Wasn't too sweet.
No, that's what we. Yeah, the place doesn't have a liquor license, I believe. So
no liquor license.
No liquor license.
No, I think that they may be trying for one, but something like that will be fought downtown because there's too many other bars. They don't want any other competition, so they put up complaints with that. This is what happens in Ontario when competition is tough. Well, if anyone wants to get a leg up, the opposition tears you down and doesn't support you.
No.
This is a classic in Ontario for restauranting, especially when you're trying to get a liquor license. And they say, "Oh, everyone else wants to. Why should they have one?" No, they want to make money. That's how they make money. And these guys, they've made a commercial space that was previously I think it was a clothing store years ago, and then so they had to make that totally into a restaurant space. So they had to put a little bit of money in. It's all open design architecture, and they actually are building into the next door. So
okay, cool.
They must have a little bit of money.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Vegan restaurants here in Barrie, and I was fortunate to find them because it's better than much of the Montreal vegan fare I find. So I was lucky there. So a review of the other place, which will be yours truly solo on the Vegan Pantry here in Barrie, will be coming up.
Now, or you're thinking about maybe going tomorrow into Toronto, maybe give people a precursor what you've been looking forward to seeing in Toronto.
Yes. Well, I have to go to Toronto to change trains to go back to Montreal. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to try out the new second location of Hogtown Vegan. Hogtown Vegan on College, that's the second location that I want to try out. The first location I tried out many years ago. I believe they had moved from there. It was on Bloor near the Christie subway station. I believe they moved a little further east, but don't quote me on that. But I want to go to the one on College, which is closer to downtown, hence closer to the train station for me to take my train back to Montreal.
Yeah.
So they specialize in all the comfort foods. They have dishes like the faux pulled pork, faux Reuben sandwiches. Of course, they have your burgers. They have mac and cheese.
Cheese. You're gonna have to have a Reuben. What are you doing?
Yes, he'd love to have a Reuben.
Well, the thing is, the rabbi told me you better change to vegan or you're gonna die, and I don't want to die. In the way, hey, whatever the rabbi says, I do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know. And also, we can make a deal. Yeah. Anyway.
Hey, Rabbi, did you know that Israel had the highest number of vegans per capita?
No, I did not know that.
It's true.
I did not know that. I am learning every day.
Yep, it's true. This could be a question for one of your trivia nights.
Well, yeah. I thought you also said like Thailand was like totally.
There is
totally
a
big.
capital there,
yeah.
But it's mainly expats.
Ooh.
People from Australia, the United States, Canada, the
Crikey,
UK.
Dingo. Oh, Australia, we love you.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
I believe there's a dude calls himself Durian Rider who's running a cult over there, but that's another story for another time.
I used to work for a travel agency that was owned by an Australian who was Go Away Travel a long time ago, doing graphic design there, and it was owned by an Australian. And Bruce was a character, and we got to learn about all the different parts of Southeast Asia and Australia, New Zealand, and all the. But it was very much oriented toward foodie culture.
Oh yes,
very much oriented. You could get the whole food tours back then. This is back in the early 2000s, so they were way ahead of their time, late 90s. So I know they're still big. They're still. I don't think Bruce is still in charge of it, but it was. Having a food tour, I bet you that would be awesome. Like say, doing a vegan food tour or vegetarian food tour of Asia would be pretty cool.
That would be awesome, yes. And actually, you know what I saw advertised on my Happy Cow app on my phone? Mm-hmm. Believe it or not, an entirely vegan cruise in the Baltics.
Wow, cool.
That would be cool.
Well, I said I don't have much more to say.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit here and just.
Yeah, we're gonna sit. We're gonna put our fingers up our nose and sit in front of a camera, and he's gonna sing. And
no, I'm not. Gonna bad.
He's gonna pull the Mr. Magoo thing, and
I got things to do. You know.
Yes, he does.
I got laundry to do. I got to work tomorrow.
Yes, he does. He has to go to work. I have to go back to Montreal. So, I also plan to give you a review of Hogtown Vegan, the second location on College, somewhere later this week or probably this weekend.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of video editing to catch up on.
Yeah, we did a whole thing last night for the Tom Yum and
Caribbean rice
dish. Yep, that was very good. And
yes.
I'd recommend you watching it.
Yes, and that will be, yes. So you should see that. And also, we did extra bonus. We actually did a mukbang. Yeah.
Because that's what we do around here.
Mukbang.
We chew the fat and we do the mukbang.
Yeah.
It's like the frug, but less dancey.
Less dancey, yeah, exactly.
And I had a hat on. Anyway, but you know, what are you going to do?
So anyways, yes, I do recommend, so to summarize here, I do recommend the Boon Burger for vegans and non-vegans alike. Like I said, may not want to order the fries. If you were ordering a combo meal, maybe you're better off with a salad or a soup.
Which they offered there.
Which they offer with their combos or on their own as sides, a la carte. But the burgers are, what we had was the Beyond Meat burgers, but they're really good.
They were like excellent.
Oh yeah, delicious. But they do offer different sorts of patties. They have the black bean and rice sweet potato patties. They have the lentil patties. They have something to suit everybody.
Traditional fares that you would find for burgers.
Yeah, exactly. So they have something to suit everybody. They are located, I believe, 112.
East, Dunlop Street East.
It's 112.
On the north side, just past the Queen's Hotel. I could look it up, or maybe we can post it in the posting here. We get the exact address. But yeah, they're on the north side of the street. Boon Burger.
Boon Burger, and yes, even though the place is not licensed, there are a number of drink places to have your drinks after dinner.
Mm-hmm. Yep, all in the area. It's all within walking distance and easy transit or taxi to get in and out.
Absolutely.
So, is there anything else you got to say?
No, so that's it, and so...
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie. Straight talking. Okay. So, please, kids, please, if you like this video, please hit the ringy-dingy icon down below so you get notifications every time I upload. And please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. If you're interested in vlogging or my little social commentary, my basic rant corner, go to my other channel, please. That's Straight Talking Fedora Chick. And go subscribe and hit the ringy-dingy icon below for notifications.
The tingy. The tingy with the ringy dingy.
And I hope we get to see Steve back on either of my channels.
Sure. Maybe. I don't know. They let me out. I've done things.
He's always ready for his close-up. Yeah, he's done terrible things.
Terrible things. Questionable things. That's why I'm here. This is part of my, well, I guess my thing. I had to own up to my debt to society. But we won't talk about that right now. Bye.
Nah.